Enrique Santos Show.
I'm with two of the most influential Latinos in the United States right now.
One of the most, listen, to have this show era una cosa increíble para mí, but tonight when you see somebody, like when I was at the Alma Awards, y vi que Pitt estaba ahí, estaba hablando con él, you have to come and do the show. The show, we didn't even have the show yet. Pero estaba sentado ahí, I said, come and do the show. And to see him perform and see all the gente, man, so excited, unidos, era una cosa increíble para mí. It's the first time. There's been a lot of musical acts, pero tonight was very special.
What's that mean to you, George, when you see people like, not only like yourself, but you see others like us that are struggling, that are immigrants, that came from nothing, that are now everything?
Well,
because you are everything. Pitt is everything. Mark Anthony's outside. I wanted him to be here because these are the three people that I most admire. And when I say that, Pitt's my brother. He knows we've practically grown up together. And when I say I admire and I consider him my brother, and when I say I admire somebody, I truly admire somebody.
But you know, like I told Pitt in the interview, we have something that no other people have. It's ganas. You know, other people either have fathers that are in the business or brothers that know somebody. You know, I never knew my father, and his father became como un amigo, you know, so it was less parental, era más como un amigo, but he gave him, you know, consejos para la vida, you know, that he's not here anymore, but he is here, and he made him who he is, you know, so those things are all men, you know, it's como dicho, man, you know.
Lo que está para ti nadie te lo quita.
Exactly. A lot of Latinos, absolutely, a lot of Latinos, they face that, a lot of barriers.
Yes.
A lot of obstacles. You yourself, you had health problems.
Absolutely.
Thanks to your wife.
My wife, yeah.
You're here cubana. So tú eres mitad cubana porque tú recibiste también.
Cubano. Bueno, mitad cubano porque es el riñón de la mujer, imagínate.
Sí, el riñón.
Exacto, so eres un poco femenino entonces. Tienes que have your feminine side. Yes or no?
Cuando vuelvo yo me siento, man.
You receive the female organ, therefore you are somewhat feminine. Yes or no?
Yes.
We just say that George Lopez is in touch with his feminine side.
I think I'm tougher porque soy medio cubanita, man.
Media cubanita. Did you celebrate your 15?
No.
I'm on my fire. That would make you full cubana.
I'm gonna come out of a clam shell.
Or chola.
Casi chola, yeah.
Imagínate tú.
Yeah.
On the show tonight, you had asked the audience for the past couple of shows whether or not you should shave the goatee, and you considered it. What was the word again? You invented a word tonight.
Vajayjay.
The Vajayjay with Jennifer.
But I got a name for it.
Yes.
The flavor saver.
The flavor saver? No.
That's what I was going to tell you. But always told me that he saves.
Huele a frijoles, man.
You should
be a flavor saver.
No. You should get those females checked out. Si huele a frijoles, then she probably has some type of something going on. I wanted to refresh your memory. Yeah, definitely.
We met in DC.
We met at the White House, and I had too much to drink, and I talked to you, and it's kind of ironic that us four, I say us three, four, because Mark's outside. Because I had the same situation with Mark. I spoke with Mark for about 40 minutes. Everybody told me, hablaste con Mark Anthony por como 30, 40 minutos. ¿De qué hablaron? I said, I don't remember. Hablaste con George Lopez.
Only a Latino could get todo tirado in the White House, bro. In the White House. Blacked out at the White House.
That was exactly it. That was exactly it. I'm going to show you the picture, but I warn you, there's very little clothing. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't that bad. So that you remember it, so you know that I'm not lying to you. That we did meet at the White House. Do you remember that? Or were you drunk too?
No. I was casi me tenían ahí en short leash.
Para que George vea que no le estoy mintiendo, que sí nos conocimos en la Casa Blanca.
George sí tenía tremendo tan en White House.
Yeah. How do you get those tans, George? Is that actually, do you do tanning beds?
No, me pongo casi frijoles real refried.
We gotta show pics so he can do the same. Está color leche. George, have you accomplished everything you've wanted to accomplish in
when this show becomes #1 in late night, and a Latino is el rey de la noche, then we're on our way.
I think you're there.
And we have a unifying thing. I mean, look, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Pitbull. Nowhere on TV will you see that combination. And then to sit down, here's the thing that really, when shows used to have musical groups on, they would only let them perform and then hold up the CD. I take the time to talk to the artist because it's important that I hear the story. Not only do you hear the song, but you get to hear the story. The story is important. Then it makes you understand the music better when you sit down and talk to somebody.
We defied all odds. America never thought we were ready for an black American president.
Yes.
We have him in the White House. Good friend of yours, by the way.
That's right.
And you did a great job, by the way, at Hispanic Heritage in October, hosting that party. Is America ready for a Latino president, for a Hispanic president, para un Latino?
Well, I think they would be, but I don't think we can pass the background check.
So, all right. So the first thing we would do.
What I mean?
What's the first thing we would do then?
We can't pass the background. No, man.
That's why I love George. He's honest. Qué honesto. What's the first thing we would change then if we got a Latino in there?
The first thing we would change.
Ahí,
¿Qué te parece, Pete?
imagínate tú. Bueno, yo, me being a Cuban American.
¿Qué cambiarías tú? A ver, Armando.
I make a 90-mile bridge from Key West.
Y hay que tumbar esa pared, esa maldita pared que entre México y los Estados
También,
Unidos.
eso,
por supuesto.
No, for sure. Yeah.
We would just treat everybody
That's
the
a
same.
hop, skip, and a jump, though. That the Rio Grande is, you know.
Rio Grande.
Well, after swimming 90 miles.
No, but he was good. He said
coming
in
over
the
fences,
comedy
nothing.
show, he was like, "Oh, you think you can swim, Phelps? All right, I want to see you swim with a full suit on, luggage,
And an 18-month-old choking you.
You're good friends with Mark Anthony, with Jennifer Lopez.
Yes.
G-Lo, what is it, M-Lo you call him? Mark? No,
M-Lo.
El vato, el flaquito.
I don't know, you use all the abbreviations.
J-Lo.
Well, you're G-Lo.
Yeah.
Vas a sacarte una fragancia, you're going to come out with a perfume?
Huele a culo.
Well,
And it shoots from behind at the moment you start. It comes out the back. It comes out a little bit of the back. No. Pero look, listen, we're just starting, you know. Aventura
How many
was
weeks
going to come on the
down
shows. This is the middle of the 7th. Pero Aventura was going to come on. I'm just happy to be able to put everybody on. We're just starting. The fact
is
that he
Aventura
was
going to
on,
come on before they separate?
I hope so.
Okay.
But you know they're a big band, so maybe
They are.
both of them will come on. They're huge. They got a big band. But no, this place is a home for everybody. Look, I'm sure that Letterman's not gonna have Pitbull on it, and that Jay Leno or Conan, that they'll be Pitt. They'll probably say, I'm not sure if it connects to the audience. But it's bigger than that. This dude, they don't understand, is bigger in Europe and in South America than in the United States, and he's big in the United States. I mean, he's a global rapper.
And they don't see it. They don't
get it. They only think Midwest. They don't think the world. We're talking about the world, man.
Do you think that they do get it and they're ignoring it
No,
because they don't want to accept
They
it?
don't
Or
get
just
it. They're
don't get
playing
it?
to the Midwest. I'm playing to the world, man. They're playing to the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't. Things that they used to see that were real aren't real anymore. You know, it's not fantasy. They want to hold on to fantasy. The fantasy. It's, you know, this is what's real. This show is what's real.
Let's talk about fantasy. What is George Lopez's fantasy? Sexual fantasy. What do you like? You like to dress up, strap-ons, whips, chains?
I like to dress up porque veo feo encuadrado.
Who's better?
I make myself soft, doesn't it?
Who's better, Jay Leno or Conan O'Brien?
Oh, who's better?
George Lopez.
Let's try to decide cuál fea you want to take home at the end of the night. No, they're doing great. You know what? I'm going to do better.
Eric Estrada. What is up with Eric Estrada? I see your shows. You're always all your stand-ups.
That was Eric Estrada. Happened back in the day.
Back in the day.
But I really, honestly, I don't know the story.
When I was 17, I went to shake his hand. Respectfully, I extended my hand, and he didn't shake my hand.
Are you serious?
Wow. So
Eric Estrada, you're a fucking asshole.
What you say? Eric Estrada, fuck you,
Fuck
puto.
So when I decided that, you know, from that point, I said, if I ever make it, man, he's gonna be the he's the momentum.
Yeah, he is.
We make it for all the people who didn't think we were gonna make it. That's the reward. That's the reward.
Last question. Explain to me the las lámparas, the AK-47. What is this?
That's a chopper.
Tony Montana ones.
That's
the choppers.
Yeah. That's what Manolo would use to stand at the door while Tony was to side bomb.
To side bomb.
George, thanks for your time, Pablo.
Of course, bro.
Suerte, love. You said when we get to be number one, you are number one en otros corazones. Los números quizás todavía están trabajando porque están solamente que semana número 6, semana número 7, pero eso se va a reflejar. Porque lo estás haciendo con corazón y eres una persona que respetamos todos los latinos y eres una digna representación de todos nosotros.
Yeah.
Te admiramos, te queremos. And Pitt,
thank you. Are you going to remember this interview?
That's why I brought cameras and I brought witnesses. George Lopez,
Gracias.
Love, baby. Thank you so much, man. Suerte, man.
Not always a good thing, witnesses with cameras, pero ver this. Nada, loco, de verdad, muchas gracias.
Eres increíble, Pitt.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Y tú eres para mí también.
Enrique Santos Show.